We came to a point of 1.5 million, and we came to a point in the nation that, I don't know, somewhere about 23% is the highest level of organized labor in the United States.
Even higher than that, in the 40s.
Okay?
In the 40s it was even higher
We stopped.
now.
Yes, we've done very well for ourselves.
7% now?
But you know, we became the enemy. We left that whole southern states as a soft underbelly for us to cut us. We left it. We surrounded the wagons. We got more of this and more of that and more of the other. Pretty soon workers in the South, workers in unorganized states and so forth saw us. They could not buy a car. In my state right now, Florida, where I live, okay, it's probably one of the lowest wages in this country. It's pathetic. There are people working there very, very hard. Can you imagine working on a roof or working at the construction in that heat? $10 an hour? That's below the poverty level of this country. Don't talk to them about union. Lack of organization. The interesting part about it in the UAW, I can speak for specifically, if an international staff guy or anybody screwed up, you know where they put them? In organizing. That's what they done. They dumped them. We can't find a place. We don't want them to embarrass us again. We don't put them in organizing.
Worst place you could put them.
Exactly. Organizing. And that's what you need to do. As a small group, I'm telling you that I sat in a kitchen, you know, to start off this kind of opposition that Bill and I led, in a small group, less than this. And we won. The cost of living, the dollar an hour movement. We got defeated, don't get me wrong. Our biggest defeats came when trying to introduce democracy into this union. One man, one vote. These are all things that all my life, I had to fight the company, I had to fight the union too. It's a damn shame to have to say that. But we didn't. We were on strike. And Bill here introduced something unbelievable, unknown to him. We started, it was a situation as to where the General Motors was taking a job out of the research and putting it into a lease facility.
3 jobs.
Huh?
3 jobs.
3 jobs.
3 people was all it was.
And it dawned on me that if General Motors was able to take UAW contractual work and put it into a lease facility without UAW representation, hell, all they would do would leave us the hole in the donut. Nothing. So I encourage the people to understand that if you really want to protect your job and job security, you better fight for this thing. But it was unresearched. We had a meeting with myself and Mike Lombardo, who was the chairman of that particular point in time, Mike Lombardo, and the head of General Motors, the guy at General Motors, thumped the counter. UAW will never get into a lease facility. I can walk out with Mike Lombardo and I said, no. He said that was a 7th floor event. I said, Mike, we're in for one hell of a fight. I said, because anything that's done in the 7th floor, that's it. I'll give you an instance. The 7th floor would not allow Walter Luther to pick up 1 penny. It was on, and after, I don't know how many, 9 weeks straight, that penny stayed on that table. That's the history of General Motors and their arrogance. I knew we were in for a struggle. So anyhow, we got the right to strike, and we took down research. But we were going to do something a little bit different. As soon as we had research done, we took down facilities. That was the people who were in maintenance, the grounds and all of the buildings. Now they got some problems. I mean, the toilets are back up and electricity's away. So the facilities went down. Fisher Valley was a line that went down, and Chevrolet after that. But Chevrolet was a little bit negative about it because of the chairman. But in here, General Motors knew that what we were doing was a domino effect. We were taking it down, one, one, one. They could see that. I was sitting in the room negotiating, and there was a little oil painting, a watercolor painting of a little boat, wrapped rowboat on the sands, derelict. And this guy was talking about it, and I said to the guy across the street, I said, you know, you've asked us for cooperation. You asked us for your cooperation. And I said, I'm not talking about capitulation, I'm talking about you asked us for cooperation in certain things, which could be accomplished. Cooperation doesn't mean capitulation, and it doesn't mean concessions. I said, you know, there's not much cooperation on your part. I said, you are in the boat, and we're in the water, and you're hitting us on the head with the oars. You're not letting us in the boat. When you take these jobs off the tech center and put them out here.
Right. You adopt the strikers.
What?
You adopt the strikers, I'll say.
That's what I was coming to. Our people were on strike, and you know, it's difficult. We had like 8 units at the time, maybe more. But these 2 units were striking, the rest of our people were going to work. And that was starting to create a problem. So he came up with the ingenious idea, adopt a strike. So that all the rest of the members would put $5 a week, okay, and we would pay the people who are on strike above and beyond the strike $100 that we would get.
We double.
We doubled. Salaried people came up to us and asked, can I get one of them buttons? Well, I'm glad to. I don't want to go through the picket line, you know, I'm glad we've done that. The International Union came to us and asked if they could help us out by taking over the financial, you know, distribution of the money. Is that correct?
Yep. Wouldn't let them touch it.
Wouldn't let them touch it. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you have to create creative ideas. You have to have enough cojones or whatever the hell you want to call them to do something. Stand there and take it. And take it on. And organize. It's amazing, you know, that this union is where it's at today. In the labor movement. The last time that I heard of a labor leader going to jail was quite recently, that the black president in the New York transportation worker was put to jail. And the interesting thing about that is, previously the only one I can remember is a guy called Michael Rowe, who also was in the transportation workers went to jail. Violation of the strike laws. He's in jail, I've been in jail. What's wrong with being in jail over goddamn something like principle?
They go to jail.
Not near enough labor leaders have been in jail in this country. That's the way I see it. How can the labor leader...
They go for corruption.
Right.
How can labor leaders who are... And union is not bad as far as their wages is concerned, but when you think about the Teamsters, how in the hell can somebody in the Teamsters with $1 million, how can he have any empathy with workers or what they're doing, or what's going on?